And the Hoodat take it over here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a Thanksgiving night. The Black and Gold hoping to clinch the division, the NFC South, before anyone else in the NFL. How about that? Welcome here to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm Brian Holland with you here. A full hour and a jam-packed hour, and that's why we brought in our Saints insider, Brooke Kirchhoffer.
Thanks, Brian. Yep, and on Thanksgiving night, a battle of the turkey leg between the Saints and the Falcons, and a big rivalry in this
Happy Thanksgiving to you, and happy Thanksgiving to you back there in Louisiana and all over the South, of course, getting you ready for the big matchup and a great rivalry game, the Atlanta Falcons and, of course, your New Orleans Saints. But first things first, let's get what you have your eyes on here in this matchup.
Yeah, well, Brian, you won't have to add any fuel to the fire here. The Saints have been thinking about this game since that November 10th loss. The Saints were kept out of the end zone and held to a mere 52 yards rushing for the first time all season. On defense, they gave up 310 total yards, ending their current 5-game streak of keeping teams below 300 yards of offense. Brees was also sacked for a career high of 6 times. Now, to say the revenge factor will be evident in tonight's game is a complete understatement. This is what the Saints had to say in the locker room after the loss.
You just got to regroup. It's good offense over there, a lot of great weapons, and we just got to go look at the film and regroup and get back better. It starts with just the penalties, eliminating the penalties and keeping the drives going, just like on the third downs and stuff. Those are crucial. So we just got to eliminate that.
When you go into a game against a division opponent, you knew you were going to get all of their best shots. You knew that they were coming in here like this is their Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, we got to turn this tape on. We got to get better ASAP. You know, there's no room for error. There's no room for sloppiness, and there's no room for play. That's not up to our standards and our expectations.
And the top storyline in this one, there's no beating around the bush. You have to protect number 9, and that's really what the Black and Gold have to do to even think about coming in on the road. Tough place to play in the NFC South. You got to keep number 9 upright. Can't get his dirty jersey, even though we are on artificial turf here. Right. But you're dealing with injuries. You're dealing with new communication, kind of new chemistry. How does that all work? Everyone knows that that is what the Saints have to focus on coming into this matchup.
Well, we got to manage. We got to manage, and I think the other 2 guys have done a good job. And that's a team thing. That's a unit thing. Guys got to battle and hold up, and let's get positive plays and certainly try to avoid the negative ones.
I'm a player who was paid to come in and perform too. And anyone else who steps into that role is going to step up and do well. And that's just the legacy that, Pete and Armstead and everybody else has paved the way here for us to come in and play well. It's a short week, we got to change the game plan from what we did last time, because obviously they had answers for what we had last time. So it's going to be a big challenge.
And you probably saw it in the airports at Baton Rouge and New Orleans. The long lines of Black and Gold making the pilgrimage here to Atlanta. Should be a big one. Not headed to Grandma's house. No, they're headed to Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right, and we are just getting started in this 1-hour preview leading up to Thanksgiving night football. Coming up later in the show, it of course is Thanksgiving, and what better way than to sit down with Demario Davis, who has done so much for his community. I personally sat down with him to get to know the real man behind the Man of God headband.
And more coming up right here in your Go Black and Gold as we check in on number 9 and get you caught up with your Breeze Tracker. That's right here on your Go Black and Gold. But first, did you know the Saints, the only team in the league without a 50-yard play this season? That's hard to believe. Their longest, a 45-yard play, and that was from Teddy Bridgewater to Ted Ginn Jr. The Ravens, however, they lead the league in the NFL with 50-yard plays. They have 7, and the last time the Saints franchise didn't have a play of 50 yards or more in a season, 1982, and that's really only because it was a strike-shortened season. More knowledge, more coming here from Atlanta as we're live here in the Peachtree State, right here on Go Black and Gold.
No, no. It doesn't hurt that they beat us in our house. It's the most important game because it's the next game. Yes, we're gunning for Thursday. We got to go to Atlanta. We got to try. And start out fast like we did this game.
It's good to finally get them again because we got like a bad taste in our mouth from the last game. So it's good to see them again on Thanksgiving, prime time, and fly around.
Get y'all fired up right here in Atlanta with your Go Black and Gold, a special 1 hour pregame show. She's Brooke Kirchhoff, Rob Brian Holland here, live, as I said, here at the Peachtree State. Get you ready for Falcons, the Dirty Birds, and of course the Hoot at the New Orleans Saints. And Brooke, hey, you know who's been really good is number 9,
Absolutely.
even when he's been, I should say,
Right.
after he's been injured, came back, very little rust.
Just as good as advertised. He's actually leading the league in completion percentage. Last week, pretty good outing with 3 touchdowns. We take you now to our Breeze tracker. Breeze's numbers are actually down this year, though. That, of course, because he missed 5 games with that thumb injury, but he is still on track to break another record. However, Breeze is not the person chasing this particular mark in league history. He's got some competition with another fellow future Hall of Famer. That's right, Breeze is currently in the hunt for the all-time passing touchdown mark Peyton Manning set back in 2015. 539 is the number. Breeze currently has 531, but just ahead of him is New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady with
Not bad.
500,
Not bad.
not terrible, with 532 touchdown passes. As far as who breaks the record first, well, neither of them have had the best statistical season. Breeze has 11 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Not something we typically see. Brady has 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But again, remember, Breeze missed 5 games, and he still has time with 5 weeks left in the regular season. So not a terrible start, but certainly not where he wants to be.
Hey, let's get into our matchup as well. Something very interesting there in the NFC South. The big Alabama wide receiver here in the ATL. He was picked 6th overall in the first round of the NFL draft, remember. He's no longer, though, the class of this division. Julio Jones, only 64 catches for 950 yards and 4 scores. How about this? Mr. Thomas, meanwhile, in his 3rd consecutive season of at least 100 receptions and 1,200 receiving yards. You can't guard Mike, as they say.
Yeah.
Remember, this is just his 4th year in the league. Jones has been in the NFL since 2011 and currently has just 3 years with 100 receptions. Thomas also leading the NFL with 125 catches in 2018. He's going to blow that away. So it may be safe to say you just can't guard him. That's the task at hand for the Dirty Birds. Drew Brees, by the way, earlier this week asked, I can't believe someone asked this question, but he was asked if he's noticed that Thomas has taken that next step.
Are you aware that he catches that high percentage? Like, is it anything you attribute to that?
It doesn't mean that you just force the ball to him. Throw it to him when he's open. There's just there's a trust factor there, right? And could say the same thing for Colston, right? When he was here, and there was kind of that time where, listen, everybody kind of has their role, everybody has their strengths, and so, you try to put those guys in the best positions to succeed. And for me as a quarterback, just knowing, this is when I can take a chance. This is where I can put that ball, and I know he can get it. Those kind of things.
And don't go anywhere. We're just getting fired up here. A live 1 hour pregame special. And by the way, one of the good guys here in the league. I know you got to sit down and spend some time with Mr. Demario Davis.
Yeah, absolutely. And next up, I caught up with him to learn more about the man behind the headband. That's next right here on your Go Black and Gold.
when Double D came in a year ago, you really hadn't had a linebacker come down the way he comes downfield, being able to play the way he has in a long time, especially out here. He brings not only a little bit of veteran presence, but he solidifies that middle linebacker spot. And for that to happen, I mean, it gives the defense a little bit more constant fluidity.
And with that, welcome back to your Go Black and Gold live here in Atlanta. Brooke Hertshoff, I'm Brian Holland. We'll have Michael the Beer Man Lewis here in just a second, but you got to sit down with, I think, one of the more interesting personalities in that Saints locker room this week.
And as you heard from the guys, they just adore what they call Double D linebacker Demario Davis. He has been incredible on the field, but most notably off the field. And since it's the giving season and Thanksgiving, I wanted to sit down with him and talk about all that he's done for the community. Just alone this year, you've done so much for the community. I want to know, what's your why?
That's a good question. I would say my why is I'm always trying to bring glory to God. You know, I'm always trying to reflect Christ. And as a believer, that's my most important thing, is to know God and to make him known. Then I'm trying to be a good husband, trying to be a good father, trying to be a good football player because that's my profession, and then I'm trying to be an active person in the community.
Let's go back to the Seattle game. A lot of people forget that there was just a lot going on heading into that game. First game without Drew Brees as the starter. When you woke up that morning and put on the Man of God headband, did you ever think it would turn into what it did become?
Never in a million years would I have thought it would become this national sensation.
Listen up, man. Listen up.
That was something that I had in my locker that I've been wearing since preseason. And me being a man of God, I mean, I'm proud of that, and I wore it under my helmet. But when Drew went down, you know, I wasn't even thinking about that. Drew asked me to step into the huddle, and so when I went and did that, the speech ended up going viral, and then in the speech going viral, of course, the NFL saw the headband that had written words on it, and, you know, it turned into this, you know, whole thing about, you know, should I wear the headband or should I not? And then it took on this whole momentum of its own.
To even change the NFL's mind to take down a fine, I think is a huge deal. Why do you think they felt it was important to not make you pay that fine?
I think for several reasons. I think the NFL became aware that I wasn't fully aware of the rule, and maybe that, you know, they had probably understated, you know, what they really meant, or weren't very clear about what they meant about the rule. And the fact that it was under a helmet, and I also told the league that I wasn't planning on continuing to wear it. But also, I think they got a lot of pressure from fans. There are a lot of believers out there who take their faith serious, and they spoke up. And I think in light of that, having that overwhelming support behind it, the NFL knew, like, you know, we probably better back down from this situation. It could become something worse, and they did. And so I was grateful, but I'd already had my mind made that that fine money was gone. So I just transferred it into the donations that were already, you know, had gained so much momentum from the hospital.
How is it for you to reach out to a group that not a lot of people reach out to, children?
Now that was huge. That was huge. When you have a whole school of children, I mean, middle school and under, making headbands that say Child of God. I mean, they made paper headbands at first, and, you know, just in support, like, you know, proud to be, you know, children of God. And so I wanted to return, you know, my gratitude. I just wanted to go and be around those kids that had the heart and passion. It wasn't about rewarding them or anything. I just wanted to go and be around them. So my wife and I were able to get, you know, all the headbands for the entire school. It was like 400 kids, and, you know, take headbands, and that day was just so amazing.
Yeah, that was part one of a two-part story. Coming up later in the show, we'll hear part two of Demario on what's next as far as what he wants to do in the community. But coming up right after this, we take a look at the NFC standings, where the Who Dat fit in.
Yeah, and we're going to talk to the Beer Man, as well as someone else in that locker room who's a little hungry for a Thanksgiving win. We'll explain next. We're live here in Atlanta with your Go Black and Gold. Welcome into your Go Black and Gold. We're live here in Atlanta, getting you ready for the Dirty Birds and the Houdat. She's Brooke Kirchhoffer, but look who we ran into.
The Beer Man.
It's Ask the Beer Man time. I know you've got some opinions, you know, playing much of your career there in New Orleans. Yeah. Saints Hall of Famer, obviously. Mike, what's it like coming to this stadium, or what used to be, you know, the Georgia Dome right across the way, and playing the Dirty Birds?
You know what? It's been a rival for a long time, and I think that the best thing about the whole situation is that, you know, playing against Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? It's like always a big thing. You throw all the records out of the door because it's always a hard game that we got to play against. But having it tonight, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, like last year we played them for Thanksgiving in New Orleans, so now we're here in Atlanta. So I think it's going to be a great game.
So that means you got a new favorite entree for Thanksgiving, right?
Always, man. Last year I had it, and I wanted it this year. My entree is Cajun fried Falcons, baby. You know, some of the best birds in the world.
I love it. Give me your key to the game. How do the Saints avoid getting swept? I can't believe we're talking about maybe them getting swept against the Falcons this year.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen, but I don't think so, man. I think after what happened the first game with Drew, you know, and it kind of upset him a little bit, you know, with that game. Yeah. So coming out this game I think Drew and them going to come out real fast. I mean, I know it's going to be a tough game. It ain't going to be a blowout. But I think Drew going to come out real fast, so the offense is going to do what they have to do, run the ball. I think we're going to be okay.
How do you guard Michael Thomas, by the way? They say you can't guard Mike. That's his Twitter handle. How do you guard Michael? He's got to be.
Said the magic word. You can't guard Mike. So it's no guarding.
As a receiver, what do you love about his game?
Man, the guy catches everything, you know, and that's the most important thing is if you throw the ball close enough to him, he will catch the ball. You don't really see him fumbling the ball or anything like that. So it's always to the point to where he's handling his business on the field, and that's why Drew go to him so much, because I think he catches the ball, 85, 90% of the time he throw it towards him. So
83.9. How about that?
Incredible.
All right, a happy Thanksgiving to the Beer Man, and a happy Thanksgiving, of course, as you get to hopefully watch a Saints win.
I will. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all as well.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, and coming up at our Go Black and Gold special, what does Drew Brees need to do to get a win tonight in Atlanta? And coming up next, we talk about our favorite Thanksgiving traditions. Stick with us.
15. And welcome back. You're live in Atlanta, getting you ready for the Falcons and the Houdat. We've got more coming back. Till then, though, take a listen here to the sights and sounds of the fans here in Atlanta.
It's hostile territory, right? It's hostile, but we still come through. We show up and we show out.